y'all doing? Now, I know I've been doing presentations and everything, but I'm here to talk to my people with disabilities. I want to tell y'all can make. We all can make with our disabilities. And um it's hard. It's really hard, but God have our back. God have our back. We just have to believe. We got to keep on keeping on. We got to keep on praying. We got to keep on falling and getting up and standing tall. We have to, because if we don't do it, we're going to do it for us. How y'all doing? I'm glad to be on YouTube today. I'm glad. Okay, I didn't figure some things out. This is a happy day for me. I hope it's a happy day for y'all. I want to discuss for y'all to know that epilepsy and seizures is very, very, very serious. Y'all have to know that. Y'all might have some family member, mother or daughter, something, sister or something that has epilepsy. Y'all might even witness someone having a seizure. It's a very, very scary situation. But I want y'all to know what seizures is. Seizures, uh, for me, I have generalized seizures, which happens on one side of the brain and on the other side of the brain, and it just spreads all over. And then I have something called the focal seizures that just happens in the back of the head. Now, that's a lot for one brain to even uh, just compromise with all of that. I mean, just to have one the generalized seizures is enough for one person. But to have generalized and focal seizures, oh my God, it's just horrible. And that consists of, grand mal seizures. And then you go and start shaking and shivering and biting your tongue and everything. Very, very scary. And it's not scary for me when I'm doing it because I don't know what's happening because it's the electrical situations going throughout the brain and making me do things that I don't normally do, like falling to the ground. For instance, one time I had a good old dog named Rufus. My son brought him to me as a gift. He was very, very small, very small. We had made Rufus out of a epileptic service dog, and Rufus was so special to me. My son was like, you can keep him, Mama. And I was like, no, he don't need no dog. But I couldn't resist myself. Rufus was just so amazing. So we made Rufus as a epileptic service dog. So if you guys have epilepsy, maybe, or you know somebody with epilepsy, maybe you want to uh, give them a gift and make that pet epileptic service dog. It'll really help that person mentally, physically, and emotionally in a lot of ways. Okay, the example I wanted to tell you guys, I was out there and I was walking Rufus. Now I knew I wasn't supposed to go out there and walk Rufus with my uh, seizures wasn't wasn't real, you know, good, with the medication. So they had to give me more medications and see how to get my seizures together. But I went out there and walked Rufus because my son was there for me 100%. He was there to walk Rufus. But I went out there and walked Rufus. I ended up having a seizure and I fell in an ant pile. And not only that, I broke my leg in a process. Yeah, I'm a big lady. So when I broke my leg, I fell to the side, and Rufus started barking at everybody. You see, when you're an epileptic service dog, you are trained to alarm everybody that my mama right here, and she's having a seizure. You need to come and check on. But uh, my leg, when the paramedics came, and Rufus alarmed the neighbors and everything, the neighbors came out. Praise God. And the paramedics came and seen that my uh, knee was broken in several different places. And also, I fell in an ant pile and I was all bit up from the ants. But I was so grateful that Rufus was there. That was my baby. That was just like dogs is like a family member to you. But so after that, I went to the hospital and I had to get two pins and screws inside of my knee. I was unable to walk and everything, but my son, he still had my back 100%. And I praise God for him 100%. And so get your epileptic service dog. That's so seizures, epilepsy, epilepsy is very serious. Um, can you um, do you guys have any questions for me? I know you guys can ask me questions on here. It says it at the bottom of the screen that you guys can ask me questions. If you have questions about seizures, feel free. Feel free. Um, okay, if you see anybody having a seizure, anybody, even me, if you see me out there having a seizure, or about to, I'm gonna just say about to have a seizure. What I need you guys to do is just talk to those people. They don't need any stress or anything. You just talk to those people real, lightly, and make sure they don't have any hard items on the floor or anything around them, and make sure um, the the place, the place is real nice. Pick up everything from around them and just talk to us, and get us to into a safer environment, and everything will be fine. But if the seizure is going to occur, it's just going to occur. Now, if you see a person having a seizure, don't stick your finger in our mouth because we don't know what we're doing. It's just electrical reoccurring things going on in the brain, and so it we're going to like basically probably bite your finger off or something like that. It's going to be a fatality. So, no, don't stick nothing in our mouths, And so if you see us having a seizure, turn us over to the side, and you once again you just got to let it flow. You have to let it flow, and then talk to us. And sometimes seizures last about 5, 10 minutes or so, and help us up and get us into a safe place, like put us in a bed or whatever, put us in the center of the bed, because like my seizures can be reoccurring, like it can happen over and over again. And so uh, that's basically what I need you guys to look out for. You know. Now, what lifestyle changes that the lifestyle changes that seizures has brought to me? The lifestyle changes. Oh my goodness. Uh, Back in the day, oh, I just always reminisce. on back in the day. I was very prosperous with being a working individual, and I'm still prosperous now. But I was a working individual. I love to work and provide, and I was a person uh, that took care of my sisters and everybody, my sons and the whole household and stuff. But then when I got epilepsy, it changed the whole situation, and I started having depression. It was horrible. It was horrible. So we as epileptic people, we want to be loved and cared about just like everybody else. We want to be part of society just like everybody else. We don't want to have nobody want to have a disability, and so uh, yeah, it basically changed my life uh, in a good way and in a bad way. So I have to tell you about that on another YouTube situation here. But I love you guys for taking time to come out to see me. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys has learned just a little bit about epileptic seizures. And is there anything funny about epilepsy? No, there's nothing funny about epilepsy. Take it seriously. If you see somebody having seizures or about to have a seizure, please take it seriously. It's very serious. Like I went to it was called Boo at the Zoo. My epileptic social worker took me to Boo at the Zoo, which held a lot of people uh, that have epilepsy. So it was basically all for people with epileptic seizures. When I looked around and I seen so many people having seizures, my heart was full, and I just like cried and I cried and I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it was so many people just like me. But I said my prayers and for all of those people, and then it was like different folks as far as babies, and I mean all ages. They had babies, they had 40-year olds, they had 60-year olds, they had 70-year olds, they even had dogs that had seizures. So, I mean, it's not something to take lightly. Some people can die from epileptic seizures. So, you guys just love on us and take care of us, and just a few things to do when you see someone having a seizure. Please like and subscribe, and you'll see me on a regular. Thank you. I love you guys.